10 nodes requested a systemic intervention. 10 received the frequency override. Only one returned to complete the circuit. Analyze the feedback ratio. There met him 10 men that were lepers, which stood afar off, operating from a state of structural quarantine, experiencing a severe cellular decay, a deep informational corruption running through the biological machine. And they lifted up their voices and said, "Master, have mercy on us." A collective transmission from a broken state, pleading for a systemic realignment to override the entropic degradation inside their physical gate. And when he saw them, he said unto them, "Go shew yourselves unto the priest," giving a precise command line, testing their execution capability before the actual physical transformation manifests inside the design. And it came to pass that as they went, they were cleansed, the non-local field executing the code mid-route, instantly rewriting the biological data packets, purging the decay and clearing the systemic static out. All 10 terminals received the exact same high voltage transmission, a total restoration of their structural frame, bypassing the local resistance to re-establish their primary physical baseline within the matrix game. But look at the data split. 9 of the nodes took the upgrade and immediately integrated back into the matrix town, consuming the resource to validate their historical personas, completely unanchored from where the voltage came down. And one of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back and with a loud voice glorified the source power line, falling down on his face at his feet, giving thanks, executing in absolute phase, locked alignment with the design. He was a Samaritan, an outsider to the historical religious network, holding no investment in the social script or the crew, but he possessed the internal hardware intelligence to recognize the precise origin that made his entire field new. And Jesus answering said, "Were there not 10 cleansed? But where are the 9? Tracking the massive drop in the loop, there are not found that return to give glory to God, save the stranger who refused to run with the entropic truth." The 9 treated the intervention as a localized accident, a temporary piece of good fortune they consume and spend, disconnecting their receivers from the transmitter the moment their immediate physical emergency came to an end. And he said unto him, "Arise, go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole," completing the ultimate quantum transaction, locking the structural integrity into the terminal's permanent code through a conscious self-directed feedback action. The 9 received a temporary physical cleansing and external adjustment of the biological display, but they lacked the internal calibration to preserve the signal, leaving their hardware vulnerable to future decay. The 10th node closed the circuit, he returned the incoming energy back to the primary source coordinate point, creating a self-sustaining scalar loop that welded his consciousness directly to the universal architectural joint. Faith is not an emotional belief, it is the technical capacity to maintain an uncompromised phase lock with the core, ensuring your biological transmitter is continuously broadcasting the frequency that stabilizes the floor. Stop consuming the gifts of the field while ignoring the underlying physics that generates the entire supply, realizing that temporary relief means nothing if your internal receiver stays disconnected from the primary sky. Be the single node that returns to complete the integration, anchoring the sovereign baseline through intentional praise, until your entire biological lattice is an unbroken reflection of the architect's radiant non-local rays. The circuit is closed. The return is verified. 9 dissolved into the static. 1 is made whole. The integration is final.